Hi guys, so today we'll be doing the web stack debugging 4, and for this task we'll be majorly using ALX sandbox for this task. So we have different sandbox for task 0 and also for task 1. So let me unlock this one and let's go to the task 0. So firstly I'll create my directory and I'm going to touch the file. Okay, let me scroll up and yes, come here, copy it, copy. So I'll make this directory with this name and cd into this direction. So I'll echo my readme. So I've created my readme as well. So the next thing is I'm going to open this file, copy. Let me put my mic here. Good. So and then I'm going to touch it. So good, we've created our file, and now let's see what we are going to supposed to do. So first I want to get the ALX sandbox, and this one is for tag 0 and this one is for tag 1. So we are in tag 0, we run. If you encounter any error here, probably limit reached or something, there should be a video here that will show you how to fix that. Okay, so yes, so we request for that sandbox, and then let me close this. So basically what this project says is that in the web stack debugging task, we are testing how well our server setup featuring Nginx is doing under pressure. So we want to see our Nginx server, how it's doing under pressure, and it turns out it's not doing well. So it's been tested and it turns out it's not doing well. It's because there are so many amount of failed requests that the Nginx is returning. For the benchmarking, we are using Apache Bench, which is a quite popular tool in the industry. It allows you to stimulate HTTP requests to a web server. In the case, I will make 2,000 requests. So 2,000 requests will be made to our server and 100 requests at a time. And then you can see that we have 943 failed. And let's fix our stack so that we get 0 failed. That is, everything has to be successful. And remember that when something is going wrong, logs are your best friends. So we can always check our log to see what is going on. Anyway, so basically this code is run saying that we want to pass in 100 requests at a time till we hit 2,000 requests. So let's see. Yes, so it says completed 200, completed till we complete 2,000 requests, and at the end we see that we had 943 failed requests. Well, almost like half of the requests failed, and yeah, basically that's it. And then when we use our puppets, when we write a puppet and apply to it and we run the command again, you see that we don't have any field request. So basically that's it. So this guy is still running. I don't know why it's taking time to open. So that is supposed to open. Let me reload the page or requests for a new one. Yes, let us run this. Where's my sandbox? Since it's not opening, let me close it. Yes, let me reload my sandbox. So you can come here and open it from here as well. So I'm reloading my sandbox and this one has opened. So let me just request for the web terminal. for this. Okay, if you face this issue, right, don't panic, just come here, destroy it, and recreate it again. So it's spinning up and we're back. So let us test it now. So why is it not coming up? Can you open another one? It's supposed to have loaded. Anyway, let us try one more time. Destroy it, reopen it. It's destroying. Okay. Yep. Oh, sorry. I wanted to ask for a server, and this is what I wanted to do, not run the code. Definitely going to get error. The server is not opening. Okay, it's not opening. Okay, that's open now. Good. So what do? We come up here and copy the command and simply test the command here and enter. We'll see it's running it, and then we had how many successful? We have 724 failed requests. Okay, so we could also cut our error log and see what errors we are having. So we could cut our var log. Is there nginx? Let me cd into it and see. Let me cd into it and see the files we have error log here. So let us cut our error log, and then okay, so we have too many open files, and yes, so basically that's why we are getting this is a failed request. Too many open files. There are too many open files. So in order to fix this, what we need to do is we are going to check the nginx default configuration. So I would cd into my etc default ls. So we'll see the nginx configuration. So I'll vi nginx, and you see that we have a limit of 15. So we have a u limit of 15. So basically the limit of the request it can get per second, or kind of, is around 15. So we can increase our u limit to 4096. Okay, so basically that's what we want to do, and I want to do 4096. Okay, so if we increase that, so let us test our code again. Where is that guy? Yes, so let us see if we're going to get error. So let's see. So normally we're supposed to restart Nginx. So I think we're still having errors, right? Yes, we still have 63, so we restart it. So service Nginx restart. Yep, restarting Nginx. So let us try it again. So as you can see, field request is now 0. So it's just the U limit that you have to increase. After that, let me see this error code. Maybe it gives us, yeah, it's just too many open file. So as a result, it can open more files. So we just have to increase the limit, and basically that's it. Okay, so now we have to write a puppet lint that would do that for us. So I'll come back here, because here is where we have our code, our vi 0, and then I want to write a puppet lint, a puppet code that increases the U limit of Nginx default from 15 to I think 4096, kind of. So basically that's what we want to do. And then what I'm going to do next is write my code. So let me just say increase U limit. So majorly we write an execute command and open braces, close braces, and inside the execute command there's going to be a space, and then this is just a name. So I can just say this one is to increase, put space U limit and colon. I like giving it 4 space, 1 2 3 4. Good. So we'll run a command, and we can use sed for that command, and it will be in a colon and then comma. And so basically we could run sed and then put the path down, but I can put everything at once and say that come here and say which sed to see the so sed is in bin sed, so I will just say run the bin sed. So it's going to go to bin, run the sed command, and -i, that is in place. Then I want to put like a string, and I'll put the file. So you should go to this file that we did over here. Where is it? Let me just, I think I know it offhand. That's etc default nginx default nginx. So basically that's the file name. So what do we want to do? We want to change was it? So let me just cut it so you can see. Cut etc default nginx. Okay, so we want to change all this. So I can say I want to change a string. Okay, so I want to change a string. The major thing I'm changing here is the 5. I'm changing it to the 15 rather. I think it's 15 there. I'm changing it to 4096. Okay, so say 15. I want to change it with 4096, and then it will end with a slash like this. Okay, just to be precise, we can then add that, okay, before the 15 days, u limit and equals to a colon, sorry, yeah, I mean a quote, so 15. I'll end this. So we want to replace u limit minus n and 15 with another quote, no sorry, with u limit and quote minus n 4096. Then I'll end it. But because we can't have two quotes like this, what I'm going to do is I'll leave the internal one, turn this outside one to single quote. So if I turn it to single quote, I have to escape it because of there's another quote here. So if I turn this one to single quote, I have to escape first before I turn it to. So I'll come here to turn this one to single quote, and I have to escape. That will be before it. So I think we're good with this command so far. So the next thing is to restart our Nginx. So restart Nginx. So execute as well. Put space, and then we can just give it a name. I'll just say restart Nginx. Single this double colon 1 2 3 4, and then there's a command to run. And for this one, we'll say open this. So we want to run, okay, let me write the command first. I want to run service Nginx restart, but the service command is in what part? What's the part to service? So I can say which service. So we have it as user sbin. So I can just say you should run user s binary slash service. So we can run this guy, and I think that will be all. Let us check our puppet links. So puppet links, puppet link 0. So check if, sorry, I didn't spell my puppet well. It should be P-U-P-P-E-T. Oh, sorry, I made mistake again. Puppet. Should be something like this. Yes, so it says we're correct. Let me just change the mode because I'm not sure if that should work like that. So I'll git add it, git commits and test and tax 0 and git add. What's going on? Oh, sorry. The repo I made is supposed to be, the directory I made is supposed to be inside system engineering DevOps. So let me move outside of this and move this OX1B into my ALX system, into ALX system engineering DevOps. Okay, so move slash, I think that should be RF. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think that worked. So let's see into ALX system engineering develops and cd into x and b, I guess, and ls. Yes, so git add, git commit, tab 0, and then I will push it. So we could bring the file here and test it as well. But anyway, let me just test the code to see if it's working. Can these people just shut up? Okay, so let us test the code to see if it is working. So we could also count 0, copy these guys, come here while that is loading, and create a file called 0puppet and then paste it there. So I could also check the content, turn it back to 15 and test the code to see if it works. Here it will change it to 15. Here it will change it to 1496. So service engine x restart. I get my restart raw. Yes, so that worked. And let me see. So it worked already. So we are good to go. But anyway, I could just rerun it for you so you can see that the script is working. I'll come here. So enter. So you see that we have failed 804. So by the time we run these scripts and say puppet add 0pop now, because that's the name we gave it. So I'll come here, paste it 0pop, and so we are applying that to it. So we're supposed to get what? This, and then I would rerun this. So yes, so I think we're getting there. So okay, so let us rerun this. So as you can see, failed. Okay, we still have failed though. Are you sure our script is running well? I think this finish catalog. Okay. Wait. We're supposed to have 0. We're supposed to have 0 issue. So let me apply the puppet again. Except our puppet is having issue. We're not supposed to have any error. Wait, are we getting the right output first? Stage finish catalog run 1. Okay. Yes, okay. So let us run this again. So normally we're not supposed to have any error. Okay, so field request is 0, so it's correct. Alright, maybe it wasn't working then. So 0pop, good, and let's move to the next one. So for the next one, we won't need this guy anymore. So we'll close it and open the next guy, the next one. So I'll spin that up and let us create the file. So come here, copy and paste. So So what is this one doing? So okay, I think that's pinned up. So for this one, change the operating system configuration so that it's possible to log in Obertin user and open file without error messages. So when they try to switch to Obertin user, you will see that it's bringing that there's too many files being opened, so it cannot continue with doing additional process. And yes, too many open files. I think basically that's it. So what else? What else? What else? So when they apply this and it worked, they try to switch user and it's locked in. So basically that's it. Let us spin this guy up to see what is wrong. So we just run this guy and see. So we can check our log files for error. And basically for this one, what happened is we have a the file descriptor limit. So we have a limit for both the root user and the normal user. So both Obertin user and the root user has a particular limit in which they could go, limits to which processes they could run. Let me put it that way. So when the processes are full, they can run extra ones. So we just need to increase the limit, and that's basically what this one is just all about. Okay, I wanted to say I would have loved this one to work, but anyway, I think we are having the issue now. So let me just quit it. Ctrl D. Okay, good. So you can see it's too many files are open. So if I go to the security, so I'll go to cd, that should be etc security, so we should see a limit.config. Okay, so if I vi limits.config and then scroll down, you see that we have Obertin user as a add number of file. So the number of file Obertin user itself can run is 4, and here that the root can run is 5. So we need to increase this number stupendously. And if we just increase this one, so majorly your soft must not be higher than your add. Okay, it can be the same, but the soft is like the from a particular number to the add number of file. Okay, you can't pass the add, so the add is the maximum, the soft is the minimum to the maximum. Okay, so basically that's it. So if we do this, this is not Nginx, right? So let me try and so there's no reloading. So let me try and switch user. What's going on? As you can see, we've switched to Obertin and it's working. So basically that's what we want to do. So we just need to write a script that does that for us. So in order to do that, we just say increase the limit, right? So we're increasing the limit, the limit add and soft of the etc security limits configuration. Alright, so increase limits. So we'll still run the executes because that's what we want to do, and then I'll give it a space, and then this one I'll say I'll create one for add limit, and I will say the soft limit. So this one will increase, so I have to put it in the quotes, then the quotes, put semicolon. So increase the add. So let's start with soft first, or add anyway. Add limit of all button user. All these are not necessary. 1 2 3 4. I love giving it 4. So command, and then we have this. I like ending it with a comma, and so we'll write our command. So the command is still said, and said is in what location. So we can say which said, or we could use a part as well. So if you want to use parts, we just say parts. So you have to make sure this one aligns, and then we'll specify the parts. I like using comma at the end, and the part is for said is bin. Okay, so I'll end it that way, and then now I can use, instead of writing the location of the said, so I don't need this bin again because I've written it down. So I'll just say said dash I, and what do I want to change? I want to change a string, but what I'll do is I would say it should search for because in that file, if you vi config very well, and let me scroll down. Yes, in that file we have all button. So anytime you see all button add, right, that line where you see all button and then add, then we want to replace it with, so a string editor. So we want to replace every 5 in that place, because I think 5 was what was at the top here. We want to replace it with 50,000. Okay, so we want to replace it with 50,000. At what location? Then we'll pick the location, but these ones will be in a quote. To be in a quote. At what location? The etc security and what's it called? Limit is at the top.config. Okay, so I think we're done with that. Then we'll say increase soft limit. So we'll have an execute and give it a space. So we'll say it should increase the soft. Basically, I could copy this guy. Oh, sorry. So let me remove this guy and remove this guy and add a spacing. Good. So increase soft limit. So I'll just change this one to soft. Of a button user, same thing. So I'll change this one to soft, and I'll change this one to 4 because I think 4 was what was there. And yes, basically I think that's it, and then I'll remove this guy, this extra line here. Okay, so let us test our code. I'll do puppet links for 1. Okay, so it has worked, and the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, let me just change the permission. So we check our code to see if it is correct. Whew. Okay, so we have one error, which is puppet linked. Definitely, when you have that last error, it's puppet linked. So what I'm going to do now is I would vi into the script, and so the path where set is could be also, I can add one more part, which is the user bin. So we could have it in user. Where am I adding this guy? Oh, sorry. So we could have it in user slash bin slash, then I'll add it here too. So user slash bin slash, and it's like that. So we can add that, and then this one is O button soft string. Yeah, I think this one too is it 5 or 4? I didn't get to see I can't remember. Maybe it's 5. I think both might be 5. I'm not too sure, but I think it's 4 that I saw. What else? etc security limit dot configuration. Let us test it this way first. So let us test puppet links. Okay, I think we are good. So let us check again and see if it is correct. If it is not, let us see what possibly can be the issue. Okay, it's still not correct. So it means it's not about our part. Our part is actually okay. So we must have been doing something wrong somewhere. Let's see, increase the add limit of all button user and end it with this. I'm not sure it's the syntax because that guy isn't complaining. So we have command and set -i, and we have O button. I hope I spelled it well. O button add, the string is 5,000. So I think I got the reason why it's not working. It's supposed to be this, there's supposed to be dash there. So let us put this, and I think this one is 4 definitely. So let us just again. Let us check. I hope it works because I started it before I checked. So let us see. Okay, it works. So basically that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.